Hello guys, Hugo here, welcome back to another P3D video. Today we are flying Jet2 in the Boeing 737-800 with the blended winglets. I did say last video I was going to do a cargo 737, but I don't have time for short flights. I only have time for a bit longer than the typical 737 cargo flights. Okay, it doesn't make sense, don't worry. It makes sense to me, but I can't do those short flights at the moment. So we're doing a 2 hour and 22 minute flight from, 2 hours and 22 minutes, wow, 222, from Glasgow to Barcelona. So this is the UK2000 Glasgow HD, and we're flying off to this Aerosoft Sinwings Barcelona Professional. So catering's coming on board for flight. Let's get things set up, shall we? So, battery on, ground power on, IRSs to nav, ready to align. Emergency light armed, chime on, window heats and probe heats on, pack auto, TFSBAB auto, and ignition to both. That's on steady. Awesome. Right, fuel and payload. Let's go and do that. I'll do it very quickly and simply. So, total fuel on board today will be 9,800 kilograms, and our zero fuel weight is 60.1. Like that. 161 people on board today. Let's go and request boarding. Boarding requested. 161. Sorry, my view changes when I type in numbers because that's what my view is set to. So there we go. That's done. Doors. Open up the cargo doors, and we'll open up the other door once the Jet2 gets over here. If we go to the data load, we need to load up some AFCADs, so we can have the correct performance data and airport map from our on our EFB. Fuel's on board, so we got the seatbelts on, like so. Cruising altitude today will be cruising at 350, so I'll put that up in here. 350, and is the Jet2 of it? Yep. Open up the left forward door. Completed. Awesome. Initialize the flight, performance, and we'll do that in just one moment. Go to FMC, pause in it. We're at Glasgow, EGPF. Put in the GPS left position into there. Come over this side, data link, ACARS pre-flight. We are going to go and put in the current airport. We are going to put in the arrival airport. Departure time will be, let's go 15 minutes from now to 9. Maybe it could be a bit earlier because we're Jet2, right? Let's close up the catering doors. Yeah, it could be a bit earlier. We're Jet2. Let's go 9:37 then. Oh, that's the wrong place. Oh, that's definitely the wrong place. 9:37. And 222. Nice. Airline ID. So the Jet2's airline ID, which is the 2-letter code, is LS. And we're flying Channix 98 Foxtrot Sierra. Connect. Right. Awesome. Go to menu, back to FMC, actually go to the route page. We can go and request a flight plan and select. That will get requested. Awesome. Get the landing altitude to 0 for now. Just like it there. 40 nautical miles, traffic, terrain, and data. This side we can get the data, turn on the weather radar when we get to the runway, 10 nautical miles, traffic turned on. Hectopascals we can go and set there. The current QNH is 1025. Yeah, the pressure in the UK recently has been pretty high, which is interesting. But not to worry though. Everything's fine. Right. So that's now set. If we go over to the route page, we can load up the route now. If I go up to the IRSs, I can see 6 minutes until IRS alignment. Awesome. So just waiting for the route uplink to go through, activate, execute. Runway departure. So the winds are 060 at 6 knots, so 05 for departure. And our flight number, as I said earlier, is Channix 98 Sierra Foxtrot Sierra. Did I put Sierra Foxtrot in here? No. Execute. And that should be active now. Yes, cool. So we've got an OE status. Good. Go to the ground services. We're going to go start up the APU. So fuel pump left number 1, like so. And start up the left tank. Sorry, the forward pump. So the APU is now starting up. 0 fuel weight. Double click that in. Reserves are 2.7. Cost index 9. We plan 9.8. It says 9.9, but whatever. 350. And we'll leave the cruiser wind out because that will get filled in automatically when we go and request our winds for the route. 6,000 feet, transition altitude, and boom, there we go. In 1 limit. Nice. So AP should be starting up. Yep, EGT is rising. 700 degrees Celsius. Hot. 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 Parking brake, actually, we can set that now, actually, if we could. Actually, no, we don't. Sounds like the baggage is here. Yep, awesome. So baggage is here. Passengers are boarding. AP starting up. We are doing a proper Jet2 startup. Boarding procedure, I don't know. Whatever. Right, EFB time. Copy FMC data. No intersection list, that's okay. We're going to go with dry. It's not raining, which is good. And so, as I said earlier, the wind is 0.606 knots. It's 12 degrees Celsius and 1025 the QH. Takeoff, we'll calculate 2, D-rate 2. We'll go flat 15 today, air conditioning on, anti-ice off. If we can't do D-rate 2, we'll calculate D-rate 1. And then if we can't do that, we'll calculate no D-rate. There we go. No D-rated, but we're going to select him on 46 with flat 15. Like so. CG, double click that in, and those are these speeds there. Actually, they might get updated once we put in the runway winds, which is 0.606 knots. We assume no slope, and that's good. So yeah, 46 selected. It's actually 12 degrees outside. That's good. So these V speeds should be basically the same. Yeah, they are. So 136, 140, sorry, 145. Actually, they'll get deleted because we need to put in the departure. So departing out of 05, and we are taking the elusive 1 Bravo departure, which is this one here. So back to the takeoff page. Let's put these back in. So 136, 140, 145. So we can put 145 in here. And boarding is completed. Lovely. And 049er into the heading. Right. Go and request pushback. Close up the doors first. Actually, get the APU started up. There we go. Powered. Generators running. Set the parking brake. We can move the wheel chocks. And we can shut the doors. Awesome. So, yes, I do want to request pushback. Toe chock in motion. Nice. So yeah, 145, that's all good. Ground service is all set now. We go to the legs page, route data, and request the winds there. And, oh no, I can't request the winds because IRSs aren't aligned. We still have to wait 2 minutes until IRS alignment is good to go. So anti-collision light can go on now. We can set the initial climb at Glasgow, which is Bravo 6,000 feet. Flight directors on, auto throttle on. We can't I don't know VNAV yet because IRSs are still aligning. But GSX is getting all set up, which is nice. So as soon as IRS is aligned, we can get straight out of here. Okay, IRSs have just aligned. GSX is ready to go. So release the parking brake. We can now go and request our winds. There we go. Start the timer for our block time. VNAV, LNAV. Beautiful. So let's go start the engines. All the fuel pump. Do we have fuel in the center? Yes, we do. So center pumps on as well. Hydraulic pumps. Packs off. Iron station valve open. And dual bleed warning, so we turn off the engine bleeds there. Anti-collision light is on. Set the ground for engine number 2. There we go. Load up the cruise winds. N2 is rising. Execute that. And so we got wind data for most of our route when we are cruising. Nice. Just thinking how empty it looks right now. But, like, there's no one here, basically. But look, according to AI Companion, we've got a few aircraft around, some are sleeping. I don't know if that's sleeping. Yeah, it must be sleeping at Glasgow, but I just don't see it. I mean, they're all here. Right, parking brake set. Oh, he's putting the fuel. Sorry, I got distracted by AI Companion. There we go. Sorry about that engine. I hope you don't hate me for that. Turn off that. Actually, we can go to the airport map because I don't know my way around this airport very much. So, here we go. Once we've got both engines started, we can taxi out Mike left Golf, and then we'll go over to the very end of runway 05. Can I?
Tow truck disconnected.
No, I don't think I can. No, I can't pan. That's annoying. But yeah, we'll taxi to runway 05 to the very end of it. Like I said, HUD engine number 2, startup switch, click. So starting number 1. And there's number 1 starting up. There we go. So 25%. We will go and set fuel in. Like so. There it goes. And engine number 1 is starting up. We have pressure in the hydraulics. That's all good. So we can actually go and do our flight control check. There is no flight control system page there. So we're just going to make sure that we're going to move the yoke all the way to the left and right. And make sure we can push it all the way down and up. Just make sure there's nothing that restricts the aircraft from the yoke from moving. It moves perfectly, so that's good. Trim set to 4.65, so we can go and set that now. That's good. Engine started up. We can go and set runway turn-offs, taxi light, continuous, Gen 1, Gen 2. Oh, Gen 2. APU off. Engine bleeds on. PAX auto, Aerosoft auto. And yeah, that's good. AP's coming off. Release parking brake. Bring in a bit of power. Full right rudder. Oh, Mr. Lufthansa, please don't be coming down here. That'd be annoying. I hate how the P3D works. You move it very slowly, but your rudder doesn't work. As soon as you get to a certain speed, your rudder works. Very weird. Cool. Maybe he's flying out of it. I don't know if he's parking up or not. Right, yeah. So it's up Mike we go. We've got flight control warning. That's fine with the yaw damper. So as soon as the yaw damper comes on, boom, flight control warning is gone. And no more warnings. So let's go set flight 15. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15. Hopefully I counted that correctly. Yes, I did. Verify takeoff speed. So V1, 136. Rotate 140. V2 is 145, which is set in the MCP. That is good. Right, there's the Golf taxi sign there. So we'll take a left turn. Right, so slow down. Don't taxi around here too fast. There we go. Alright, so taxiing Angle for a bit. Waiting behind this Lufthansa, who was tragically getting affected by the True Sky madness. And it's roughly about idle thrust at the moment. Hopefully we can just basically glide it down the taxiway. There's a beat. That's a very weird livery looking thing. Is that an ERJ of some sort? I think it is. Alright. So I've got AI Lights Pro. I think I mentioned this in my last video. The beacon light looks very tiny. So small. I don't know why. Maybe... I think it's to do with the thing explains, like the closer you get, the smaller the light effect is. The further away, the bigger the light looks, but then when it's so far away, it gets really small again. I don't know what the physics term might be for that, but I think that's why they look pretty small, which I guess is realistic. I would assume it would light up a bit more of the like the ground maybe, but it may look a bit better at night time. Oh, he's just waiting there. Of course he is. Oh no, he's taking off now. So strobes on. Lovely. So I'm just gonna wait for this guy to get out off the way. Actually, we can just go and get rid of that engine tab there. Nice. Bit foggy actually. I've just realised in Glasgow. Didn't really take notice of the sky. I mean, it's not that foggy actually. It's just low cloud. Visibility is actually pretty good. Just low cloud seeding. We'll just wait here. Set the parking brake. So that. There we go. So we don't need the airport map anymore. We can go to the menu. We go to terminal charts. And if I do airports and FMS, complete. And if I can edit clip and do departures. And we're doing the Losiv 1 Bravo. Complete. Let's take a look at this departure that we're actually going to be doing. So I can actually show you what we're doing while we're waiting for the Lufthansa to get out of the way. Losiv 1 Bravo takes us out of here to Fennec. Fennec at 6,000. We'll skip that at 6,000. As in, I am going to delete it. Boom. That is all good. And elusive. And there's no restriction at elusive because that restrictions for the 1 hour for departure. So yeah. So this is my initial climb thing I was talking about. So do not climb above 6,000 until straight to ATC. We don't have any ATC, so that's fine. And max 250 knots below 100. Flight level 100 unless otherwise authorized. Transit altitude 6,000 feet. That's when you set standard pressure. So that's all good. Awesome. Let's get ourselves on the runway. Let's get the land lights on. The strobe on. T-gas can go to TAR rate. And we can tax light off. And the weather radar can go on. Awesome. Let's get ourselves lined up. One thing I did forget. I mean, we shouldn't have to do a Jet2 takeoff, but there we go. Right, Lufthansa seems to be out of the way. There's no longer my T-gas, so 50%. Start the timer. And first checked, all good. So Toga, looking for 92.6% N1. That has been reached, that's good. Thrust is set. Airspeed is alive. Oh, my mouse is doing something weird, let's take that off. 80 knots. Wing shall we? V1. Rotate.
V2.
What's the rate to climb? Gear up. Nice wing condensation. If you're wondering what this effect is right here, this is an effect in 737 immersion. This bit of actual fuel leaking out. It doesn't actually leak the fuel in the PMDG. It'd be cool if it did. But the reason why, this trim that the FMC gave us is very wrong. The reason why it shows is if there's like 90, I think like 98% or something like that, 97% of fuel in the wing tanks, which they are, so that because they're all the way 100% fuel full, then the fuel will overflow out of whatever valve it's coming out of, which is pretty cool. Obviously IRL, it will stop leaking until it gets like 97% or something, but in the PMDG it doesn't actually leak. It's going to flaps up to 5. It's a cool effect. Right, 35,000 feet. Because it is 35,000, right? Yeah, cool. Flat. We're going to set flaps up. We'll brake bands off. Lovely. There's our right turn coming up. Yeah, not the best of weather around. Hopefully Barcelona will do us good. The METAR there is looking pretty. It's all right. It's a bit hot, but it's a bit cloudy at the same time. Well, it says partly cloudy going down to snow. A few clouds at 2,500. 24 degrees, which is nice. 24 degrees. And the wind isn't strong. So hopefully it stays that way when we get there. Gear can go off. The aircraft coming around. Pretty sure this is going to be at 30 mark. But the aircraft's getting a bit restricted on how much it can bank. Not bad. Let's just switch that over by accident earlier on, just didn't notice it. And oh, didn't mean to click that. 6,000 feet, still under pressure. Beautiful. Alright. Retractable landing lights can go off, and therefore we set engine start switches to off. So we just got the fixed landing lights and the turn-offs, which are on the wing here. So the reason why I bring this back to off now is because we've got all our flaps up, our gear is up, and we've got no like typical drag. So the retractable landing lights are retractable when they come from under there, which add drag. So whenever you get drag, you set these engine start switches to continuous. Right. 8,000, 10,000 feet, we'll get the landing lights all off, and then I'll hand you over to the cinematics. Okay, passing 10,000, so fix landing lights off, and the turn-offs off. And there we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed our departure out of Glasgow with Jet2 737. Oh, it's about to come out of the clouds, that's nice. So wing view of this, shall we? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the departure out of Glasgow. I'll see you in the arrival into Barcelona. Enjoy the cinematics, and bye-bye. Hello guys, welcome back into the descent into Barcelona. Passing flight level 160, got standing pressure warning, so let's go and change that so it doesn't warn us anymore. Go to descent and forecast, change the transition level to the correct one here in Barcelona, which is 60. In at ref, we can go and put in our flat 30 147 speeds into there. There we go, it's now coming on our PFD, so 147 will be our landing speed. 147 knots, that is. If we go over here, I've left this, literally haven't touched this EFB since I last left you. Let's go to Barcelona, let's go to edit clip, and we can go to arrivals. We're currently on one of the arrivals, this is the Puma, one whiskey. So now I'm going to go and find that, which is going to be interesting. Sometimes I can go another page. Here we go. And ILS, we're going to go for the ILS Zulu for 25 right, which is this one. And also the ground charts, I want a taxi chart and a parking stand chart. Complete. Right. So parking stands. I'm just going to go through where we're going to park. So 25 right. This is this runway. We're going to be landing in this direction. We're going to be vacating somewhere like Papa 6 probably. And then we'll vacate, taxi down for Sierra 10, and then actually no, we'll vacate Papa 6. We'll go straight on to Bravo 10, and then we'll go somewhere 122 or something like that. And this pier of Terminal 2, probably. So Jet2 don't park at Terminal 1. Jet2, EasyJet and Ryanair, they're all over here. And the, let's say, nicer airlines park at Terminal 1. But yeah, we're over at Terminal 2. Right, go to the Puma Whiskey. Here we are. We are currently on our way to the waypoint Charlie Lima, VOR Charlie Lima Echo Kalila. Don't know how to pronounce that. I apologise for my amazing pronunciation. In the clouds now. I've got the super signs on. 10,000 feet, getting our lights on. Yeah, cool. So page down, page down, page down, page down. So this is the ILS chart for Barcelona 25 right, the Zulu one. Let's go and put in the frequency and the course. So 109.5. Go and put that down here. 109.5, 109.5, and the heading 245 we go on the course. So we'll do it on this side as well. Flag spike. That's okay. There we go. 245. That is set. So right, missed approach. Climb runway heading to 5 miles from Barcelona VOR. And turn to the left, and so it's radial 242, 3,000 feet. You can just see it visually there, 242 degrees basically, from Barcelona VOR to 3,000 feet. So when we get the ILS, we can set 3,000 feet into the altitude selector. We should be capturing the ILS pretty easily at 2,300 feet. We could get it earlier, but we should have it by 2,300. If not, then we'll do some miraculous things. We are a Charlie rated aircraft, so our minimums for today for 25 right will be 235 feet set on the barrier reference here, so 235. So there's 10,000 feet passing, so our fixed lights and our turn-offs can go on. And there we go. That's now done. That seems all good. So, right, let's go back to the menu, performance page. We can go to show landing and then show en route. And then we go to weight and balance. We're going to read from the aircraft. That'll go and grab the latest data from the aircraft. You see we're in the green for the landing weight, so good to land. But that should also, if I click complete, fill in this box here, which is we've got our landing weight for our landing. Copy FMC data. There we go, Barcelona 25 right. Yeah, it is. I think it's dry. Yes, of course it is. It's Barcelona. The winds are 210 knots. So the wind's picked up since we departed. And it is variable between 170 and 230 degrees. So it's going to be a bit interesting, but it should be okay. 25 degrees as well. Centigrade, Celsius, whatever you want to call it. And 1015 QNH. All operational on the reverses. We can go landing flap 30, air conditioning will be on, anti-ICBR, brakes. Alright, we'll calculate on brake 1. And nothing at the moment is non-normal. So complete that. Hide the keyboard, calculate. And so landing distance available 9,500 feet. And then we would should require 8,100. It's going to bring that down to Orbx 2 and it should be fine. 7,400. Yeah, cool. So Orbx 2 it is, and we're going normal reverse, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's go and put in QNH into the standby 1015. So when we change our QNH at 6,000 feet, it'll already be set for us. Airport map. How do I switch to Barcelona? There we go. It reads from AFCADS, and this AFCAD's kind of very wrong in a way. Okay, maybe not use the Barcelona airport map. We don't need it then. Yet. We'll go and sit on the terminal charts page then. And, yeah, we'll just leave it there for now. Zoom in on that. Just for panning. We need to look at it. We set the heading, 193, the current aircraft heading. And awesome. That's a wing view there. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to be very cheeky, and I am going to set this down to about 2,300 actually. I'm just going to go heading select and level change to 40 knots. I'm going to go heading like 225. Like that. I think that's the speed brake as well. Once we get closer to the airport, we're going to start seeing the localizer come through. And actually, let's get that right to BL415. The aircraft going to understand a bit more what it's going to be doing. There we go. A little bit back on the VNAV then. Awesome. And the NAV. Cool. So yeah, when we get a bit closer to the airport, we are now we're 25 miles from the Barcelona VOR now. When we get about 10 miles in, no 15 miles to 20, oh, I need to get 1015 there. Yeah, once we get to 10, 15 miles, or 15, I don't know, I actually don't know it really. We've got the localizer come through, that typically comes through at 25 miles, but I don't know when the glide slope comes alive. I'm going to arm the approach here. Should have VOR localizer glide path, yeah, there we go. Things come alive, so you can see ILS 25 right Zulu, heading 245, runway 25 right, and our DME, which is 21 nautical miles now. And the VOR / localizer is armed, so has the glide slope or glide path, as it says here. Yeah, the speed brake is not really needed at the moment. Look at that beautiful scenery. I don't have the Barcelona cityscape installed at the moment. I totally forgot about it, which is annoying. There should be lots of many amazing buildings all around here, but whatever. Okay. Take a look at my cheeky memory. Seems alright. Okay. I'm going to make the right turn to base. I am to final, sorry, not base. I'm going to slow down the aircraft a bit more. And just down to like 220 knots maybe. At 12 miles to go, I will set to 180 knots. Alright. So zoom to 10 nautical miles on that Indy, and on this side we'll go 20. Awesome. Right, I'm going to set 3,000 here. The aircraft will hold at 3,000 feet, and I'll just hold that until it grabs the glide slope or glide path, as it says. And there's the localizer captured. Awesome. I can see the airport, but I haven't really got a proper view on the runway yet. But don't worry, we're not that far out, and it should be fine. It will be fine even. I'm going to go speed intervene. I'm going to keep it at 240 knots for now. And I am going to arm the speed brake. Speed brake is armed. Nice. So auto brake 2 sets, speed brake armed, and that's good. So I'm just going to wait until, I was going to say wait until 12 miles, and there it is. So 180 knots. So, the aircraft will slow down, and the glide slope will also come through. Once the aircraft slows down as well, we will also bring out some flaps to help it with that. I'm going to reset the heading 245. Only going to bring out some flaps when we get a bit closer to 180 knots though. Seems to be some aircraft over there, I don't know what is going on. I think sometimes it glitches out, doesn't really understand what's going on. Right, here is the glide slope coming through now, and captured. So flap 1, 2, and then 5, so flap 5 set. Let's go flap 10 actually as well. Should give us just a moment and drag, press the lift at the same time. Enough drag to slow us down, but enough lift not to make us fall out of the sky at lower speeds. Awesome. Right, it's still the same 147, so 152. The winds have got a bit stronger actually, so I'm going to land plus 10 from the ref, so I'm going to go 147 plus 10. So 157 will be our final approach speed. There's 6 miles. At 2,000 feet, I'm going to bring the gear down, and I am going to set 157 knots. So 2,000 feet, gear down, 157. With the gear coming down, I'm going to set flat 15 as well. Yeah, cinematic view, a bit closer up, there we go. Beautiful aircraft. Right. And we can go flat 25 now. Flat 30. Awesome. Right, sorry. Keep doing cinematics, it's lovely aircraft. Right, AI wise, I think we're good. He's taxing that way, don't see the other AI around, so we should be fine. So, autopilot coming out. And autopilot disengaged. Okay, so, land checklist. I should have done that before I disconnected everything, but flap 30 set, green, spoilers arms, all the land lights, continuous, and gear is down.
1,000.
Gear is down. Green this evening. 1,000 checked. A bit more power, please. I never have good experiences here in Barcelona. I feel like I get wind shear every time I fly here. I could be wrong. I remember I flew a 777, I think if my memory, so to speak, is correct, I think that I had wind shear and I just like crashed into the ground basically. Not crashed, but a bit of a hard landing. Or was it? Oh no, it was a float. It was a complete float all the way down the runway. Anyway, shut up, let's land.
Minimums.
Minimums, continue. Checked.
50. 30.
Idle the throttle.
20.
Here we come. And touchdown. reverse, or normal reverse even, versus normal. Welcome to Barcelona. Manual braking. Reverse is in. Stowed. Forward idle. High speed exit. And vacate. Now, is this the one we wanted? I can't remember. Right, just make sure I get my bearings correctly. Let's get the land lights off, tax light on, and speeds to continue. Off, sorry. Strobe steady. T-gas, standby, weather radar off. And speed brake in, and so that's Papa 6. Is that the right one? It is indeed. So we'll continue up Papa 6, and directly ahead. And what was the sound? 122. Let's go 122. 122. There. No, and we'll go with Sport. I don't really know what they use. Right, let's clear off all this mess on the end on PFD, so flight notices can go off. Reset our frequencies and reset the barrow. There we go. Flight time 1 hour, 2 hours and 22 minutes. Just well, okay. I didn't stop it as soon as we exited the runway, but still, that is literally our estimated flight time. I am so pleased. I need to stop the EQ. So 123, 122, yeah, okay. Go down here. 122 is this dashed line. Okay. Watch brake can go off now. From disarm. There we go. Awesome. We've got a marsh there, but we also have a safe game. Oh well. Did I not turn off the lights? I thought I did. Okay, lights off. I think I was going to turn them off, but then I got distracted by the APU being turned off. Not too sure who to follow right now, but I'll go with this guy. And stop. Parking brake set. Oh, there we go. And APU generator can go on. Engine 1, engine 2 shut down. Nice. Request deboarding. Gonna jetway over. All the fuel pumps can go off. And the seatbelt signs can go off. And we go down here, menu, sections, doors. Open up the cargo doors, get the chocks on. So we can stop that timer, 2 hours 33 block time. Request the ground power. Go to the menu, go to the data ACARs, see our OE status. And it says 2 hours and 20 minutes flight time, block time, sorry, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Awesome. I assume the jetway should be connected up by now, so we'll go to the sections. Doors. Still moving. Still moving. Yeah, okay. Open up the door. Alright, ground power on, APU off, execution light off, hydraulic electrics off, and I'm happy with the way that's all shut down for now. Awesome. Go to ground services, request air conditioning, I guess. Don't need to park and brake anymore, I can go. And there we are. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed our flight with Jet2. Nice friendly low fares airline. I'll see you in the next video. Maybe, just maybe, it will be a 737 cargo. I really want to show you guys it. It's such a fun cargo plane. Yeah, I really do want to show you guys that, but I don't know when I have the time to do a short flight, you know, where because right now I have to do things in the cruise. I have to leave enough time in the cruise to do things, so I have the time for a short flight where I don't really have a cruise, and that's typically what the 737 cargo does. I'll see if I can still search around. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video from Glasgow to Barcelona with Jet2. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.